How's it going, eh? It's the A-Hole Gamer back with the night of day 4 in 7 Days to Die. Let's just get back into it. We're gonna have probably a fairly boring night, so we'll just jump right into the game itself. Here we go. So the first thing you're gonna notice down in the corner is my smiling face now. So if anybody else has been up to date on the streams or anything, you'll know I finally got a webcam. So now you'll be seeing my wonderful mug in the bottom corner of the screen there. Now, as you can see, it's got the wonderful little box thing going on, and eventually I'm going to get a green screen for the back, so I'll be all immersed in the game and stuff. But for now, at least you can see kind of my reactions to stuff, and I can, you know, talk directly to you guys now, as it were. So let's just get right into the game, shall we? There we go. So day 4. Nighttime just started. I don't think we got a whole lot going on right now, so we are just going to just chill out, excuse me, and do our thing. I don't want to attract a whole bunch of guys tonight, so I'll probably leave this to a minimum. We're currently crafting the crap out of some arrows. I got 30 more arrows to make. I got some wood. Let's see here. I will be smelting this at some point. Cool, I'll hold on to. Let's flippity plop that coal in there. What do we got? Food's a little low, water's very low. So let's drink. Let's eat. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Yeah, the blueberries aren't going to sustain us that much, so I think we can hold off on that. What else do we have? We could grill up some meat for some easy hunger. Oh, right. I forgot. It's been a little while, so right here you'll see I'm not actually doing too good. I have an infection. Antibiotics, honey or herbal antibiotics to heal the infection. If left untreated, you'll get weaker and eventually die. So, hopefully, it looks like I'll be able to get through the night, and tomorrow we're going to be looking for a way to cure that, because if we don't, we're going to be in some serious trouble. So, that being said, we've got a little bit of wood here. We can probably go here. Oh yeah, we'll take all that wood. That way we know we've got plenty. We will toss that. Should we drink? Yeah, we're good. Alright, we'll keep that. Toss that aside. Don't need the stone. Toss the water aside too. The arrows here for safety's sake. And you know what? We'll even put the wood here. And you know what time it is, everybody. It is time to make the crap out of the wood clubs. Because that is the safest thing to do at night. Alright. So what we can do while that's going on is start to work on what will be, since it's day 4, we've only got a couple more days until we get attacked by a horde, and yeah, we're not going to be defending ourselves too much. So, I'm thinking what we'll do Seems like a good idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to build an underground panic room, if you will, under there. That way we won't get into serious trouble like we did last time. We'll just hole up under there and we won't have to worry too much. Do we have a shovel? Or did I trash it? I probably trashed it, which is fine. We'll make another shovel later, and we'll dig down and take care of that. So, just so everybody's aware, Alpha 15 build 105 is basically the build we were just starting on this one in the experimental server. Only now it is live. There are no changes, so if you were using build 104 and you want to go back from the experimental back to this, all you have to do is change it in your Steam settings, and you will go back to using the live version. The only difference between 104 and 105 is the fact that one was on the experimental server and the other one is live, so you don't have to worry about making a new world or anything. You can use the same ones, like for instance this one. I started this in experimental. I've moved to the full version, or release, or live, or whatever you want to call it, and no changes, nothing going on. They just changed the number from 104 to 105 to denote that it's the live version. So yeah. So now everybody who wants to get in on the live version can. I found out some interesting things. For instance, we were looking at the settlement where we could sell and trade our goods and whatnot. Turns out that it does in fact close at night. You can't build anything in the area, so I can't put a sleeping bag down. We already established that. But in addition to that, as soon as night falls, they'll close, and you'll actually be teleported out of the settlement. So you can't use the settlement to kind of as an impromptu base. The zombies can't damage or anything like that. So that's kind of interesting. So we'll definitely be making day trips there to see what we can sell or what we can do, because there definitely will be some useful items there once we get to do some serious scavenging. I think it's going to be a place we're going to be stopping fairly often. Instead of scrapping a bunch of stuff, we'll be actually able to sell it and get some money in order to buy better things we couldn't normally get our hands on. Oh, so much fun. I've said it before, and I've said it again, I just wish I could hit the item that I want, and there actually be a button to scrap it. Like, I could select an item and hit X, and it would scrap. I know technically I don't need to scrap this stuff, because I could just build them and just toss them all out, but I don't know. I kind of like keeping the wood, because you never know when you're going to need the wood. It's going to be that one time you build everything and toss everything out, and then you're going to get attacked and you're trying to fortify yourself, and you're going to end up needing that wood. So I'm going to hold on to it. There we go. More stuff to build. far looks pretty safe out there. We've got a few of our trees already growing. We're gonna wait till they get full size before we chop them down because it's just nicer that way. Get some more seeds, plant more trees, the cycle of life continues. For those of you who have realized that a few of these episodes haven't dropped in a while, I've been dropping an episode a day. A night and a day episode every day. Got a little caught up with things. I do have a full-time job and other responsibilities, so I wasn't able to drop the episodes as fast as I'd like to. I will be trying to make up for it, and I will drop all the episodes to get us back. By the time you see this episode drop, you're going to see all the rest to get us caught up to basically an episode a day, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I've got a lot of time to pre-record a bunch of episodes and catch up, and hopefully we'll get there. Oops, there we go. Scrap away. As most people have known, this Saturday and Sunday, I was actually off because here in Canada, it's Thanksgiving, so I was away visiting my parents for Thanksgiving weekend, and getting back on Monday. So I'm going to use Monday to do a lot of my recording. Sunday and Monday are basically going to be my non-stream days, where I will be doing most of my recording for episodes, should I have the time. So yeah, so I'm going to start using most of the day Sunday and Monday as well to do recording and uploading of videos, and then I will publish them throughout the week as the days go by. Now I know a lot of you who have come over from Devon Nightmares streams. You'll know that I usually stream with him from around 8 until 1 in the morning. I'm probably going to be backing that off a bit till about 9 o'clock. That'll give me some time to do some other back-end stuff and get some other things done that I need to keep everything up and running and going. I didn't intend to focus primarily on streaming with this channel right away. I wanted to do more recorded episodes like we're doing here, but I do enjoy playing with Devon and all his friends, so I am still going to try and make that a priority, but I will be joining him later, so he'll get about an hour or so into his stream, and then we'll join in for some games and play some Dead by Daylight, because I'm sure a lot of you guys still like the Dead by Daylight action. I do too. We'll see how long that goes, of course, because soon we're going to get to Friday the 13th, which will be quite exciting. I'm looking forward to playing that. You know, everything everything about the game looks really good so far, but as anybody will tell you, looks can be deceiving. Um, you know, it could play like hot garbage. You know, could be a complete mess. Um, we'll see what happens there. Um, you know, everybody's kind of the general consensus is it's gonna kill Dead by Daylight. I'm not entirely sure about that because I haven't seen any really solid, consistent gameplay yet. So, and even if you saw how the game plays, um, that's not going to tell you how the servers are going to run, or how easy it's going to be to get into a match, how long the matches are going to be. Um, that's kind of some questions I'm looking at getting answered. Uh-oh. Okay, so there's some zombies running around, but they don't hear me. So that's a good sign, I hope. So we'll just keep scrapping away here and hope for the best. Now, if you guys hear any weird noises or anything in the background of my mic, I'm actually running out of my basement here. This is my rec room, and got the laundry room right next door, and my wife is doing a load of laundry, so you might hear the spin cycle, you know, wind up, or you might hear the buzz when the load of laundry's done, or someone walk in the background along here. That'll be my wife. So don't worry too much. Everything is fine. There are no intruders in my house. Also, you may occasionally hear some barking. I do have a 8-month-old puppy, and she can get quite vocal as well sometimes. If I abruptly stop for any reason, mute the mic, and you see me get up and go, it's most likely I have to take care of something that she's done. You know, she grabbed something and starting to tear it apart, and it's not necessarily something I want her to tear apart. So, yeah. So just to be aware, you know, life does happen. Unfortunately, I can't live in a box while I do this stuff. All right. So let's craft a few more. My mouse is being a little wonky here. Let's do another batch. Time frame we're looking at. Oh yeah, we still got a lot of night to go. So yeah, figured I'd just give you guys a rundown of how things are going at night. I'm not sure how else to really pass the time tonight. You know, we're doing fairly good as far as not running into any serious trouble. Definitely gonna have to look at my video settings. I may have to dumb things down just a bit to make things a little smoother. This game isn't very well optimized, so you know, I hope you guys would prefer the gameplay over the graphics. So we'll see what happens there. Again, I'm getting some pretty heavy mouse issues, and we'll just see what happens there. Like it's on and off. Like right now it seems to be really chugging along. And then out of nowhere it'll be fine. So play the whack-a-mole wooden club game and get them all up in my box. So I have room to put more in so I can turn around and scrap them all. Alright. It's almost like a video game in itself, like trying to hit these wooden clubs and hit the scrap button with my mouse being what it is. See now my mouse is getting fine again, so it's getting easier to do this. See? I have no idea what happened there. Mouse is getting all choppy. But now it seems, no, see now we're getting some choppiness again. It's really weird. I'm not exactly sure how to explain what's going on. It's not like any of the graphics are changing. Like, we're in a menu here. We've been looking at the same thing for a while now. We're not loading into any new zones or any of that stuff, so hard to say. Hard to say. Still new to all this stuff, so I'm hoping the episodes come out okay and you guys aren't getting too bored by me just scrapping stuff. Well, I understand, you know, if this isn't your thing, you don't want to listen to me blab on and on and on all night. You can skip this video and move right to the meat of the day episodes. Now, obviously, the night episode of day 7, well, most likely won't be too eventful, mostly because I tend to hole up at night. Even with all the things we could do to hold off the zombies, I tend to just let them do their thing and hole up in my basement, and because I'm just gonna die. Nighttime, I have issues with fast moving zombies. I like the fact that the zombies move fast at night, because it's basically, if they didn't, you'd have no fear at night. You could just outrun the zombies and get wherever you're going. With fast night moving zombies, yeah, you want to stay home at night. You don't want to go out and get yourself into trouble. Like, we went out there to collect some wood, but I was feeling very tense, because even if you're just outside your base, you don't know whether or not something's gonna spawn nearby, or, you know, come up. Investigating the heat map, because you've been crafting stuff through the day, just gets really sketchy. Come on, I clicked on it. Let's go. There we go. Alright, 334. Let's do another round. Come on. Yeah, definitely getting some issues here. But my mouse is now not responding. There we go. Wow. Yeah, so once this night episode's over, before I start recording the next day episode, I'll definitely be looking into seeing if I can rectify this whole mouse situation, because this is driving me nuts. I can only imagine what it's doing on you guys' end, so let's do it. Craft away. Oh, see that? There's a zombie. And again. Maybe it just doesn't like all these clubs. I'm being punished for spitting out all these clubs. Oh, it's painful. Sounds like it's starting to rain outside. Alright, what time do we have now? 5:05. That's good. Oops. Alright, so let us... Come on. It's so weird. I just don't get why the mouse goes completely apeshit. Anyways, come on. Come on, little mousey. Let's do this. Come on. Let's scrap that. Toss that. Come on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Literally like pulling teeth right now. I have no clue why it's going this bad. Wow. Yeah, we'll definitely be fixing this before the daytime stream. Alright, so let's get some stone. Come on. Oh my god. This hurts my soul. We'll get some of this. And one of those. Whew. Okay, so weapons. Let's make a wooden bow. Actually, let's make a shiv first. Why? Because if we get an extra level, it goes onto the bow. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Get down there. Oh my god, my mouse isn't moving at all. Come on! Urgh. Yeah, this is very, very odd. Come on. Yeah. My mouse is not behaving at all. Oh, I apologize for this. Luckily it's the night stream, so... For the night recording, so... It's not a horrible thing. But it is bothering me. There we go. Oh, that was fun. So let's see what else we can horribly labor through to get ourselves going. Let's see here. We are going to need empty jars. Is that all we got for empty jars? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Oh my god, this hurts so much. Come on. There we go. Oh. Okay, good. We have a lot of water. And that makes 6 a.m. So, with that, let's just do this. And this. Whew. Boy. That was not fun at all. Let's go back. There we go. So that's going to conclude the night episode. Get my stuff changed around, and then we'll start doing day 5. So hope you enjoyed. Beat the crap out of that like button. Beat it like a redheaded stepchild. And if you're new, if you want to keep up to date on everything, feel free to subscribe. It would help a lot. Also, I have started a Hole Gamer Facebook page, and Hole Gamer is now going to be on Twitter as well. I'll be getting those set up and keeping everybody up to date on what's going on when I can. So yeah, that is a whole game, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.